So as we all know that the Indian Constitution Day is celebrated every year on 26th November. So I've made a PPT for you guys so that I can educate you a little bit more about our Indian Constitution. So the Constitution Day, which is also known as Samvidhan Divas, is celebrated in India on 26 November every year to commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India. And on 26 November 1949, the Constituent Assembly of India had adopted the Constitution of India and it came into effect on 26 January 1950. So these are the contents that on which I am going to tell you more about the Constitution. So first, what is Constitution anyway? So as we all know that almost everything we do is governed by some set of rules. And there are rules for games also like soccer and for social clubs and for adults in a workplace. There are also rules imposed by morality and custom that play an important role to tell us what we should or should not do. For example, in a game of soccer, a referee has full authority to enforce the rule or law of the game on the players. And when a player does something against the rule, referee takes action like if they send off a player as shown in the image below. And some rules that are made by the legislature, which is also known as Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha in India, for their own country are called law. We need laws in a society so our society can regulate and work properly. These are designed to protect us and our property and to ensure that everyone in the society behaves the way that the community expects them to. Laws tell us what to expect a consensus of our actions. Laws can be the glue has kept the society together. Without laws, there would be complete anarchy. And the second topic is why do we need a constitution? We need a constitution to govern a country properly. The constitution defines the nature of political system of a country. And sometimes we feel strongly about an issue that might go against our larger interest, and the constitution helps us guard against it. And all the three organs of the government, executive, legislature, and judiciary, functions within the constitution. All the three organs of government, including ordinary citizens, derive the power and authority that is their fundamental rights from the Constitution. And if they act against it, it is unconstitutional and unlawful. So Constitution is required to have authoritative allocation of power. And the third topic is the history of Constitution of India. So as we can see here, what our history of our Indian constitutional be. Like first, the European Ashoka Maurya established the constitution principles and engraved them in major rocks, pillars, and on minor rocks for public to take reference, and all which was also known as Edicts of Ashoka. And then the East Indian Company had take total administrative control by gaining right taxation in Bengal after the Battle of Plassey. And then the East Indian Company had taken total unified control over the whole of India for a single center in Calcutta. But its rule had ended with the revolt of 1857. And then this period of the British Raj was the time when the Constitution of India had uh, took shape. And finally, the Constitution of India had created in independent India by its own free people, and it was adopted on 26 November 1949. So the fourth topic is the framing of the Constitution of India. The Constituent Assembly of India was elected to write the Constitution of India, and the following India's independence for Great Britain, its members served as the nation's first parliament. This body was formed in 1946 for the purpose of making independent India's constitution. And the assembly had passed a resolution in 1947 January defining the objectives of the constitution. First was to set up the Union of India comprising British India and the princely states. Second, to set up a federal form of government with separate state and central governments. Third, to set up a democracy in which all power is derived from the people, which was where all people are granted justice, equality, and freedom, and where minorities, depressed classes, and the tribal rights were protected. And four, to protect the integrity of India and her sovereign rights over land, sea, and air. Now, the fifth topic, the preamble of the Constitution of India. The preamble of the Constitution of India is a brief introductory statement that sets out guiding purpose and principles of the document. So it goes like this: we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved the constituent India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. So the first words of the preamble, we the people, signifies that power is ultimately vested in the hands of the people of India. And so far, the preamble has been amended only once in 1976 by 42nd Amendment change, which inserted the words socialism, secularism, and integrity. And a brief description of these concepts are as follows. Sovereign, it means free to follow internal and external policies. Secular, it means no particular religion is preferred. Socialist, it means no concentration of power and money. Democratic, it means rule by elected representative of the people of India. Now the sixth topic is, what is the Constitution of India? Constitution of India is considered to be a supreme law of the country, and as it puts forth the framework of fundamental political principles. It established the structure, procedures, powers, and the duty of the government and mentions the fundamental rights, directive principles, and the duties of the citizens. The Constitution declares India as a sovereign, socialist, democratic, and republic with a parliamentary form of government. The Indian Constitution shows federal as well as unitary system. First is the federal system, that powers are divided and or shared between the state or central government. Union system, power concentration in central government with a weak state of government. Now the seventh topic, main characteristics of Constitution in India. The Constitution of India has some distinct and unique features as compared to other constitutions to the world. As Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chairman of the drafting committee, puts it, the framers had tried to accumulate and accommodate the best features of other constitutions, keeping in view the peculiar problems and needs of our country. And the main characteristics of the Constitution of India are longest written constitution, partly rigid and partly flexible, a democratic republic, parliamentary system of government, a federation, fundamental rights, directive principles of state policy, fundamental duties, secular state, an independent judiciary, and single citizenship. I would like to conclude by saying that a constitution symbolizes independence of a country, framework and structure for the governments of a free country and provided in the constitution. The Constituent Assembly prepared the draft of the constitution by keeping the objectives resolution as a backdrop which reflected the aspirations of the people of India. The framing of the Constitution was completed on November 26, 1949, when the Constituent Assembly had formally adopted the new Constitution. The Constitution came into force with effect on January 26, 1950, and the Constitution begins with the preamble which declares India to be sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. The preamble also mentions the goals of securing justice, liberty, and equality for all its citizens and promotion of national unity and integrity on the basis of fraternity among the people, assuring dignity of the individual. With this, I would like to end my PPT, and I hope that you all must have learned something from it.